Transformers. Chapter 9. Megaton. This is not Fallout. Megatron returns. This is one of the shortest missions in the game and also one of my favourites, but it's also really hard. So the entire opening segment of this station is cutscene. It's interacting with Starscream, it's messing around with some computers, and it takes a while. And then you hit this area here, and there's a little bit of this like civil war going on, this coup d'etat, and then you just have to stand your ground and fight as Megatron. And luckily, Megatron is completely overpowered. However, under these stipulations, this gets pretty hairy, because there's a lot of people that can sneak up on you here and do serious damage. And what I would recommend is, I would obviously recommend stay on top of everybody, kill them quickly, get separation from the shotgunners and make sure they do not get close. And I would normally say, if they do get close, use your slam. Because Megatron has this really cool move where he flies up in the air and you can control it and he comes down and it obliterates, dude. Dudes. Plural. But when I was making this guide, I failed this room once. And it was right at the end when two shotgunners were rushing me and I did the slam, and as I was coming down, they killed me. So I'm actually going to say, guys, use the slam intelligently, but be very careful because it can sometimes backfire against incredibly accurate shotgun men. But it's just a great sequence, this. The better option is to use the vehicle form of Megatron. Because when you turn into a vehicle as this guy, he is so good. Like, this does not mess around, it just completely annihilates. And if you want to make this harder, guys, if you want to have a tougher time on this game, maybe this is too easy, don't use vehicle form. Vehicle form it's so good. It really is. It's the defensive stance of the game. Like, if you've ever played Crysis, it's the equivalent of using armor. But, like, look how many shotgun men there are. All these people I'm killing here all come running at you with that scattergun. And if they get close, you know about it. But this gun is just so damn strong. Megatron's sick as well. Do you know what's really interesting about this game? It comes from I would call it a considerably better system. In War for Cybertron, you can choose your Transformer. In this game, you can't. And they choose the Transformer for you. And this is a double-sided sword, this. Because on one hand, you play as Transformers you never normally would, unless you really love the game. So you're getting this diversity, even though it's forced. But the downside is, what if you want to play as Megatron on every level? What if you want to do a Megatron run? That would be really nice and really fun. And I'm wondering, you might be able to answer this, guys, because I didn't stay around to check. Like, can you pick Transformers after you beat the game? Because I just beat the game once, liked the game, and then immediately started recording and beat it again. You know, I've done 2 playthroughs, that's my lot. Like, can you pick a Transformer to do on a level like you can do in War for Cybertron, or did they just remove that? Because if they did, I have to ask them why. Like, why would you do that? Why would you have this feature that is so good and so rich and so replayable, and then you narrow it for no logical reason other than narrative? And I don't know about you guys, I did not play this game for narrative. Not one bit. There's a civil war, let's kick some ass, I'm shooting dicks, you know? That's all it's about. The mouse feels good, I'm happy, let's play. That's literally how I felt when I was playing, you know? The most important thing to me, right now, game feel. Game feel, mouse input. And this game's got it. In set criteria. But we got more of these jumpy guys. I like the telegraph on this move as well, because you can always tell where they are in their move when they do it, because it has such a significant sound. But this room's a little bit too big for this to be too threatening. So you can just kind of space them and use the fact that Megatron is an absolute tank. And it's interesting, this, because you can die really easy. If this lands on you, you will die. Be under no illusion. You rarely survive this plunge move that they do unless you're way out of it. But even now, 3 of these guys all bomb rushing, and it's still not too bad at all. And look how fair it is too. It didn't even touch me when I was quite near it, but it's because I wasn't on the ground. Ground-based shockwaves that are actually on the ground. Take that, Elden Ring. But he should be dead, right? No, he's not dead. His buddy's coming. Something caught me then, I don't know what that was. That might be some weird hitbox stuff. I've been playing a lot of games recently where the hitboxes on certain moves are behind the boss. And I don't know about you guys, but when a boss attacks forward and you get hit when you're behind him, it always pisses me off. That's one of those things that should never happen, that, dude. But it happens more than you'd think. But I think this is the end. Yeah, I'm going to slam him right at the end. And I missed because I'm trash. Trying to flex. And there you go. Megatron, the Usurper.